Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. After having clearly known that the Jiva's creation is a source of misery and God's creation there is no misery. So we were told what is Jiva's creation? Jiva's creation is when we start projecting after the perceptions, and in those projections we start creating the things which are not there. So, those things which are not there, they are projected, and from those projections we start suffering in life. A boy looks at the girl, no problem, both of them are in God's creation. But after the boy looks after the girl, he starts projecting. Then how nice it will be that she is my wife, and goes on imagining. And then the girl comes to meet him and he is so thrilled. He starts, oh, what a great luck. And she says, excuse me, did you see my husband nearby? Oh God, she's already married. So, in the God's creation, a boy was looking at a girl, no problem. But then in his creation, he started seeing her as his would-be wife, and when he came to know that she is already married, he became miserable. Now, who is responsible for this misery? God. Therefore, these projections by the mind are the cause for all the miseries in life. Therefore, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, we have to destroy this mind. Eka chintanat nashavetyada. This mind, by the force of pranayam, pranavandhanat liyate manaha. But thereafter, eka chintanat nashavetyada. So by pranayam, quieten the mind to some extent, not 100%. 100% quietening, we can go to sleep, like many people do in meditation. So, not complete quietening, but thereafter, eka chintana, engage the mind on reflection, contemplation on the one. See? Now, how do we contemplate on one? Objects are many. How many of them? 5. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa. Out of 5 objects, catch out of one object. Let us say the colors and forms. The colors and forms are many. Who is supporting all colors and all forms? One vision. So discard the colors and forms, come to the vision. Now, what is vision? Vision is nothing but expression of mind through the eyes. So vision also has got different status. Seeing properly, seeing not properly, seeing only in the darkness like a ullu and not during the day. So all these variations in the vision are illuminated by one mind. So we have come to the mind. Then in the mind also there are many good and bad thoughts, and all those thoughts are supported by aham vritti. I know this, I know this, I know this, I know. I is common. Then you come to this I. And when we come to this I, then we come to know who is this I. So his eyes are also many. Husband, wife, brother, sister, mother, father. So discard all of them. Who is supporting so many of eyes? So we come to the body. If I am identified with the body, then only all these people are born. So we come to the body and get disidentified from the body. In this manner, eka chintana, when we practice this consciously, then the Jiva's creation will come to an end because the you are told, smile. So when everybody is looking at you like a camera, if you keep smiling, you will leave a good picture in the minds of the people. See? And you won't know who is looking at you, what time, from what direction. See, friends, thus come to this one without a second. So, how do we achieve this? This is the topic now, the concluding topic. Ashastriyam api dvaitam tivram mandamiti dvina kama krodhadikam tivram manorajam tadetare. So, there are two types of dvaita created by the mind. One is ashastriya, and it includes two. The manda, very soft, and tivra, very harsh. Harsh is kama krodhadikam, desire, anger, etc. And not harsh. Manda is manorajyam. Go on imagining the things. Therefore, never allow your mind to remain free. Keep engaged. A lazy man who is not occupied in life with something or the other, he is a victim of this manorajya. Never keep yourself free even for a moment. To remain free without the foundation of spiritual excellence is either leading to depression or leading to destruction. So, Bodha Dukham Jata Dheyam Jivan Mukti Prasidhaye Kama Kleshari Bandena Yuktasya Nahi Muktata. So, these Tivra and Manda projections by the mind, they should be rejected. Why? Because Kama Krodhadi Klesha Bandena Yuktasya. He who is under the influence of desire, anger, frustration, depression, dejection, he can never imagine that he will be ever liberated because the bondage is of this. In this point, where it will click us, understand that is the Diwali celebration for us. Only one point. We are no more functioning in this world for fulfilling our desires. Yada sarve pramuchante kama yasya vridhishritaha. When all the desires contained in the mind are gone for good, then only there is a possibility of our merging in the Absolute. Even a single desire remains. I want to sleep. I want God realization. See? Even that desire is an obstacle. When we want nothing is nothing. See, friends. Therefore, Kamani Klesha Bandhena Yuktasya, the one who is under the imposing pressure of desire, anger, etc., there is zero possibility of liberation. Now, up to here we have seen. Now, the next topic is taken about this particular theme. Jivan Muktiryam Mahut Janma Bhavetu Aham Kriti Tarhi Janma Te Astu Eva Swargamatra Kriti Bhavan. If somebody thinks, okay, let there be no liberation while alive, but after the body is dropped, then I won't have next birth at all, and this is what I want. So the teacher says, forget about it. Those who are satisfied only by that I won't get next birth, they are deceiving themselves. Because they will be satisfied only by going to the heavens. Swargamata Kuti Bhava. And you will see therefore most of the people in their spiritual practice always talk about hell, heaven, last life, this life. They cannot go beyond. And they have this wrong notion in their head. Heaven is a place, because in the pictures or in the stories, they see all those things, you know. Like they you know, this one series is going on, I don't know, I have not seen, somebody told me. Devo ke Dev Mahadev. Now they will be seeing various In that, the Kailash, there will be lot of cold ice, and there should be standing without any clothes. And there should be Loka means experience. Loka is not a place. Don't we talk the world of the criminals, the world of the politicians, the world of the criminal politicians? Example. See, friends? So, it is not a place, but it is a quality of experience. If you are in most beautiful place in the whole world, extremely beautiful place, and then you sleep. So when you sleep there, where are you? In that most beautiful place or in our Ahmedabad? Nowhere. And yet you had experience. Oh, I had a good sleep. But where did you have a good sleep? The sleep is never in a place. The sleep is a quality of experience. Similarly, the waking is not a place. Waking is a quality of experience. See? There are people who have got everything in their life. Good house, good money, no health problem, and yet there is no peace of mind, constantly going on. There are people who hardly have anything in their life, and yet they are ever cheerful and happy. See, friends. So this local is experience. Therefore, let us remove this notion that after birth we will be going to hell and heaven. No, it is here and now. Therefore, when we think that let there be no Jivan Mukti, I will not be born, forget about it. If we are happy now and here, then alone we are happy. If we are happy then and there, then it is an illusion of happiness. See, friends. And a person who is happy, he can never shout at others. A person who is happy, he never likes to improve others, except as they are. See, Swami Maharaj, he had a tremendous impact on my life. Whatever I speak is His grace. So, one thing I liked in him, one of the many things rather, he moved among many Mahatmas throughout his life, right from childhood. So many Mahatmas, he did seva, everything. And ultimately he settled with Udiya Baba. And he tells the reason. He says the reason is, he never wanted anybody to change for him to adopt. He accepted everybody as he or she is. Normally, go to Babaji's, they start, beta, daru mat khao, beta, cigarette mat piyo, beta, non-veg khana khana, yog suno mein yoga kiya karo. They want you to change. Those who want to change, you change, they are not abiding in the truth. See, friends. And for this foundation is Bhagavad Mahapuran, the ultimate instruction given by Bhagavan Sri Krishna to Uddhavji. And that instruction you see fulfilled in Swamiji. What he says, Bhagavan Krishna says to Uddhavji, move in this world, but while moving, don't praise anybody, don't condemn anybody. Don't tell anybody, please come. Don't tell anybody, जाने का क्या लोगे? And thereafter, the Lord gives the reason why this lifestyle. He said, when you praise, you condemn, you appreciate, you depreciate, you invite, you discard, you have given a status of reality to this illusory world. Till such time, we think this world as real, till their desires will continue to happen. In the Western world, when they get divorced, they are not bitter. They are very clear about it. No, we couldn't click. She is my ex-wife. He is my ex-husband. Just stay together, but no more wife and husband. Then why did you get? No, it didn't click. That's it. And when they get married to someone else, they introduce, oh, this was my ex-husband, and this present husband, and they Bhuta Purva Pati. They say, you told me. No, that's your personal life. See, friends, if you recognize this principle, then alone your mind will be at peace. Otherwise, mind will make havoc. Therefore, if we simply imagine, let there be no liberation while alive, but I will not be born, no. Janma api te astu eva, you will be born because the desires are still hovering on your head. And such person will be thinking only of going to heaven. Because of your good conduct, good life, he will go to heaven. But then I don't want heaven. Why you don't want? Kshayati shayadosheda swargo heyo yada tada swayam doshatamaatmayam kamani kimna hiyate. You don't want to go to heaven because kshayati shayadosheda kshine punne swarga lokam vishanti. When the punya, the merits are exhausted, you are again coming back to the mortal world. So heaven is not the ultimate and the final destination of our life. See? Like health cannot be the ultimate and final destination of life. Sitting in meditation for half an hour cannot be the ultimate destination of life. It cannot be, it is just a path. Therefore, Swarga, going to the heaven, also cannot be the ultimate destination of life. So, the reason being, Kshaya Atishaya Doshena, because when the merits are exhausted, you are pushed out of the heavens. Therefore, I don't want heaven. Then the teacher says, if this is the reason, you are seeing the limitation in the heaven. Can't you see the limitations in the desires, etc.? Our whole life is nothing but a mule carrying the loads of desires. Nothing else. And if you look within what we have done in our life till date, Balastavat Krida Sakta, Tarunastavat Taruni Rakta, वृद्धस्तावत चिंता सकता भगवान क्या होगा परमे ब्रह्मणि कोपि न रखता. Our whole life is nothing but a struggle to fulfill our desires, and yet we don't understand this. See, therefore spiritual practice will be gaining freedom from desires, not fulfilling the desires. But for us, what is the spiritual practice? Fulfilling the desires. We go to the Mahatma, like Swami Nityananda in Ganesh Puri, somewhere he mentioned, everybody comes to me for getting something from this world. Not a single person has ever come to ask me about the truth. Is it not look within? When we do some puja, poti, japa, go to temple, go to Mahatma, what exactly we do? We tell the God, oh God, note down, first I don't want you. Number 2, I want to change in this world. Number 3, please help me getting in this world these things. So that God becomes the means and the worldly things become the goal. What should be actually? Our life should be the means and God realization should be the goal. And therefore every God is smiling, Hindu gods. Why? You don't want me? No. That. be a supplier. That is where all of them is mine. So, Swayam doshatamaatmayam kamani kim nahiyate. And therefore, friends, the first day only I told you, all the spiritual practices, learn from your experiences. For that, don't react with the experiences, but interact and discover a message from every experience. Most important. One day a person asked me this question, Swami, how come when somebody comes late or in between gets up and goes, you don't shout at people? I said, why should I shout? No, but many Mahatmas do that. I said, you ask them, why do you ask me? I am a non-shout brand. They are shouting brand. See, friends. Why should we become disturbed because of anything or anybody? But that fellow was after me only. I said, okay, listen. When some Mahatma shouts at you in public, do you like it? No. So what do? You go away from that Mahatma. Yes. Now if you are a spiritual seeker, what you should do is, when somebody is shouting at others you don't like, so what is that you have to learn? You should not shout at others. Then a seeker is born. But contrary to that, we say, even Mahatma shouts, so the what? I also shout. Then we are not the seekers. See, friends. Therefore, and why this anger comes is only because it is the load of desire that we are carrying. More intense the desire, more intense will be the anger. Lesser the desire, lesser the anger. No desire, no anger. See? Once I remember, there was a child, and that child had to do puja every day under compulsion. If you don't do puja, you won't get food. Very, very old day story, not now. So, one day the child went for playing Sunday, and right from morning he was playing with his friends. And then in his friend's house only he got nice things to eat, idli, dosha, everything. He ate up to his fill. And came comfortably at home at 11 o'clock, 11:30. And everybody angry at home. Today somebody is not going to get food. Because you are not taken bath, you are not done puja. Now where the stomach is full. Who cares? Don't give it. Because the hunger is not there. See? If you have desire, you will be enslaved. Therefore, kamadi doshatam atmayam. This atma, which is doshatam, or the worst kind of bad thing in the world, is the desire, etc. Kim nahiyate, why don't you give it up? And therefore, just recognize, realize, and learn from your experience. A simple thing. Till such time I want sleep, sleep doesn't begin. When the desire for sleep disappears, along with that, Mr. I also disappears. So what is the I? I is Paramatma carrying the load of desire. What is the husband? Man carrying the load of wife. One day, one man went from satsang, from here only, and when he went, he, knocked the door opened. The moment the door was opened, he lifted his wife and walked inside toward the bedroom, kitchen. So the wife said, "Hey, what happened to you? Did Swamiji was talking romance in his satsang? What is this?" So that man said, "No, Swamiji said, you must carry your burden." Tattvam buddhvati kamadi nishesham na janasi chet. If you are not discarding the worst kind of things called a desire, etc., from your mind, then what will happen? Yatheshtha jaranam. Your life will be licentious. See? Mahatma doesn't mean that one should behave the way one wants. See, Bhagavad Gita very clearly it is Yadyadacharati Shreshta Tattadevi Tarojana Sayat Pramanam Kurute Lokatadaluvartare. If remaining as a Mahatma and behaving in a wrong way, it gives a wrong signal in the world. See? There are two types of Mahatmas. One belongs to the Acharya Parampara, to which we belong. And the second one are the Avadhut Parampara. The Avadhutas do not go and give lectures. So they can behave the way they want, because they are all by themselves. But if you are coming on the stage and talking to the world and trying to teach the scriptures, and if our behavior is not an ideal one, then what is the message that is given to the world? Oh, these people we know. Only they talk about that na karmana na prajaya dhanena tyagena ki amritatvamanashu. Akhandaji Maharaj used to say, their dispassion is directly proportionate to the number of ashrams that they have. He is a dispassionate Mahatma. He is a very simple Mahatma. He has got millions of followers. And he is very non-possessive. He goes only in his own helicopter. See, friends, this is how you know it is a great responsibility. If you are walking this path, we must be an ideal for others. And every one of us is someone great for someone in this world. Somebody is looking at you. See, we may not notice it. For example, one or two examples I will give you. The children, when they play at home, what they play in their house, home, is exactly what their parents do every day at home. See? If the father is all the time smoking, now this child is playing father, and then he comes. And the cigarette is in his mouth and he does everything. The child also doesn't. And then he says, "Where is my food?" He shouts. So why the child shouts? Because he sees in his house, other than shouting and shooting, nothing else goes on. Yadyadacharati Shreshta. See, friends. Therefore, here the teacher says, Yatheshtha charanam te syat. Living a licentious lifestyle is not spiritual lifestyle. And therefore, karma shastra dilankina, because they are not following a discipline in their life. See, in today's world, if you see within, the youth or the children, they have everything in life today, except one thing. They don't have an ideal to look up to, either at home, or in the society, or in politics, or among Mahatmas. And unless you have an ideal, you cannot get inspiration from. See, friend. And then we condemn the children and the youth. Are we, the elders, able to provide ideas to them? And this is what we call spiritual life. That is why Bhagavan Shankaracharya very clearly says, Kurute Ganga Sagara Gavanam Vrata Paripalanam Matava Dhanam. Doing all the spirituality so called, and yet inside there is a great famine of goodness. Therefore, spirituality is not a licentious lifestyle. So, Yatheshta charanam te syat karma shastra tilankina. Because they are not following a discipline imposed on oneself according to the scriptural injunctions. Buddha dvaita svatattvasya
Yateshna charanam yadi shunam tattvadusham chaiva ko bhedo ashuchi bhakshane. The teacher says, Yadi Buddha Advaita Tattvasya, he who has come to discover his divine, non-dual, absolute nature, and if his behavior is a licentious, without any control, eating anything, talking anything, shouting anytime, sleeping anytime, then such a person should go to forest and live there. If we are living in the society, we have to have a standard and an ideal presentation to the world. See, friends. Otherwise, what about, oh, Mahatma also get angry. So if I get, so what? That means, to become a Mahatma, you should become angry. This is not the way. See, friends. See, one police caught my friend when she was driving me in Delhi. And he said, if you want a receipt, 500 rupees. If you don't want a receipt, 200 rupees. Indians are very clear. So, when I looked at him, he said, Babaji, don't look at me. When the Prime Minister of the country can eat money, if I eat 200, what is wrong? Yadilacharati sreshta tattadevi dharojana. If the daddy is smoking, if I smoke, what is wrong? See? If the daddy is drinking, if I drink, what is wrong? See, friends, to give birth to children is one thing, and to parent them in an ideal way is another thing. And we think that we are walking the spiritual path. Therefore, here the teacher says, if you are really walking the spiritual path, Buddha Advaita Svatattvasya Yadi Yaseshta Charanam Syat, if our life is not an ideal presentation, what people will understand that those who are walking spiritual path, they are rogues. And is it not, it is said many times, Muh mein Ram Bagal mein Chudi. Once, many years before, I was traveling by train and was passing through UP Bihar somewhere. And in the paper, one person showed me one news. Pado? Sorry. After you. What did you read? I said, you want to take my examination? He said, no, it is written there. One sadhu has taken away somebody's daughter-in-law and disappeared. What do you have to say? I said, you read it, so you know. So why these sadhus do like this? I said, this is what is not the meaning. The meaning is some rogue under the disguise of a sadhu has taken away somebody's daughter-in-law. Then what should be done? He asked me. I said, you know, this mother-in-law, father-in-law, they should thank the sadhu. And or taken away. So this is how Yateshta. Then Shunam Tattvadusham Chaiva. Then what is the difference between the dogs and a man of realization? Dogs also behave the way they want. So should we also behave the way we want? Therefore, Ashuchi Bhakshane Ko Vedaha. Dogs can eat any damn thing, and we also imagine we are spiritual and therefore behave any way we want. No. Bodha pura maro dosha matra trishasyadhaduna ashesha lokaninda cheti ahote bodhavai bhavam. Earlier, you were suffering before the dawn of realization because of the desire, anger, frustration, etc. Now, after realization, your behavior is so disgusting that people say it is better to walk the path of samsara than to be a Babaji and lead a disgusting life. See, friends. In some place I was talking, I said, you know, I have a tremendous respect and reverence for you all, more than any sannyas. And afterwards, one person, Swami, why did you say like that? I said, look here, ours is a full-time profession, and yours is a part-time. You are on spiritual path part-time. we are full-time. And if full-timers we do not present an ideal, and part-timers you, at least 1 hour of the day, in spite of your busy schedule, you find out time, interest, investment, and want to improve. Between the two, who is great? See, friends. The other day when I was telling, I said, I come to Ahmedabad only because of one man, and that is Krishna Kanaiya Nair. So he is there. But what is great in him? I said, you will not understand. Unless you are a jeweler, you won't know the value of a diamond. No, what is great? I said, if you put dozens of Shankaracharya in one side and put that one man on another side, he will weigh more. The dispatch and the commitment, the selfless activities, the vision, the mission, one man is conducting the whole. See, friends. Therefore, if we are walking the spiritual path, and if we do not have the presentation of the spiritual life in our day-to-day activities, what is the use of that spirituality? Therefore, Bodharpura Manodosha Matrat Krishna said, before the dawn of realization, you are suffering because of your mind alone, and now Ashesha Lokalinda, now everybody will condemn you. And such people feel frustrated. In this world, Mahatmas are not respected. Respect is never demanded, friends. Those who demand respect, they don't deserve respect. Therefore, then, Aho te bodhavaivam, oh, what a great realization that you are all the time miserable. See, friends, therefore, Bhagavad Gita says, Gatasuna gatasoscha nanu shochanti pandita. A Mahatma loses his freedom to be miserable in this world. See? Otherwise, what kind of Mahatma he is? Vidvarahani tulyatvam ma kanchistatva vid bhavan sarvadhisha sarvadhi dosha santyaga loke pujasva devavat. Therefore, don't have this imagination. What realization means? Leading a life vidvarahani tulyatvam. Living like the lowest kind of the animals, swine or pigs. So, anywhere I can sleep, anywhere I can go, anything I can eat, then you are going the wrong way. See, friends. Because once you take a position and alter, then it is your responsibility to fulfill the expectation of the society. Then you have no personal life. See? How you talk, how you walk, what you eat, how you dress, everything is noticed by somebody or the other in the society, and you are supposed to fulfill all the expectations from you. Then we are walking spiritual path. These small little things I tell you how God gives us messages if we are alert enough to receive. This happened in New Delhi, in a school. After my lecture was over, one sweet girl came and she said, Swami, I want to talk to you. I said, start. No, not before everybody. I said, okay. We stood a little away on the same ground. I said, start. Nobody hears now. Swami, I like you very much. I said, thank you. What next? But one thing I didn't like. What is that? Your shirt and lungi, they were of different cloth and color. It was not matching. Everything is so good except the clothes were not matching. I said, my dear, I am so sorry. Next time it will not happen. From that day onwards, I am extremely particular. Because anybody, if somebody is hurt on small issues, see, friends, therefore, we have no freedom. Another example. One girl I just called her, hey, come and sit with me, I will feed you. So she came and I was giving her also eating this. After her food was over, her mother came, Swamiji, I can't trust my eyes. I said, why?
she does not take a glass used by her father or grandfather to drink water. She just doesn't like anybody to do that. And in your plate, she ate with your own hand. I am surprised. I said, you asked her? I don't know. So afterwards she asked her, how come you don't take anything from us and you do from Swamiji? I know that you will ask me. When Swamiji eats, he doesn't make a noise of the mouth like a dog. You all make like that. Swamiji eats meat. That day I discovered how much the children are watching us. Dear friends, every small little thing is to be respected if we are going spiritually. It's not leading a mechanical life of dumb existence. Therefore, sarvadhi dosha samtyaga pujya lokaihi pujyasva devavat. Therefore, give up all the limitations of the abnormalities of the mind and be worthy of worship by the people. Many times it happens, and it is good also. From the disciple's point of view, one should always think every action of the Guru as right. That alone can help the disciple grow. But from the Guru's point of view, it doesn't mean that others should understand us. We should understand them. If the disciple has to understand the Guru, then who is wise? Guru or disciple? On the contrary, the disciple should be understood, whatever his behavior, it should be understood by the Guru in the right manner. Because the Guru is supposed to be superior and higher than the disciple. Disciple is full of impurities, imperfections. See? But normally what happens? It is the other way around. We should understand Guru. Guru will misunderstand us. See, friends. Therefore, the real spiritual growth is sarvadhi dosha samtyaga. All the limitations and the imperfections of the thinking mind should be rejected once for all and lokai pujyasva devavat and be worthy of worship like gods. For example, I will give you, when our Swami Akhandanji Maharaj left his body in Vrindavan for his final immersing in the Yamunaji, there were more than 50,000-60,000 people from all over the country. And they belonged to every kind of sect. Arya Samadi, then Swami Narayan, then Vishishta Advaita, Advaita, Kabir Banti, Dvaita, Vyakarana, every time. Because he was worthy of worship by everybody. He has not condemned or found out fault with anybody. Everything he has justified. Therefore, if you go to his ashram, there is one Nritya Gopal temple. In that, all the Mahatmas belonging to every sect, they are respected equally. See, you go to other places, our sect, our Guru, and that's all. Not somebody else's. Therefore, when we really grow spiritually, we break all the barriers of the small little things. And then only the merging in the absolute is possible. Therefore, here the teacher now blesses Kamani dosha drishtadya Kamani tyaga hetavaha prasiddho moksha shastreshu tanan vishya sukhi bhava. Therefore, Kamani dosha drishtadya Kamani tyaga hetavaha. Then how do we give up the desire, etc.? Only by one technique. Kamani dosha drishtya. Find out what are the limitations in the desire, anger, greed, etc. Normally what we do, we justify fulfilling our desires. We justify fulfilling our anger bouts. See, don't justify. Normally you will see those people who are angry brand, they always justify their anger. And when we justify something, we don't want to give it up. See? In Vivek Chudamani, Baba Shankara says, Viratya Vishaya Prata Dosha Drushya Murmuhu Swalakshe Niyatavastha Manasahashama Uchyate. When you discover the limitations in anything, then you will naturally give up those things from your life. See? Like nobody is born with cigarette in his mouth and a lighter in the hand. Then how does he start smoking? Because of satsangatve nissangatvam. He starts smoking. And after he starts smoking, they continue smoking whole life. And one day, he just gives up. That day, see his happiness. One elderly man in Delhi told me, when he met me, Swami, good news. I said, man, in his old age, what gives news? Are you getting married or what? He said, no, not that way. Now, what is the good news? Good news is, I stopped smoking. I said, this is a bad news for the cigarette company. How come it is a good news? Now, when he was smoking and when he gave up smoking, between these two, which gave him more happiness? Tyage neki amritatvamanasya. See, friends. Thus, when we are able to see the limitations of all the desires, then only we will give up. So, kamani moksha drishtatya prasiddho moksha shastreshu tan anvishya sukhi bhava. So, in the moksha shastra, in the scriptures, it is given how the desires are making us miserable, how the desires never leave us. Like, maybe our Bhaja Govindam, you will come across this talk, this particular theme, many places. Agre, Vandi, Prushte, Bhanu, Ratro, Chug, Samarvita Janu, do all tapasya, tadapi namunchati, asha, vayu, desires are still haunting him. The other one is Angam, Galitam, Paritam, Mundam, Dashar, Vihinam, Jatam, Tundam, Vruddho, Yati, Gruhitva, Dandam, Tadipina, Munchati, Asha, Pindam. The desire is holding on to that man. See, friends, the real culprit, if someone is in our life, is only the desire. Arjuna's question, why we go the wrong way? Bhagavan answered the same thing. Kama esha, krodha esha, rajoguna samudbhavaha, maha ashanaha, maha papma, videna mihavarinam. It is desire, arise, anger, which takes us the wrong way. In this manner, when we again and again reflect on fulfillment of the desire cannot be the fulfillment in life. Just work on it. Why we want to fulfill the desire? One example I'll give you. Because when we fulfill the desire, we remove the desire. Fulfillment of the desire is removal of the desire. Why we want to remove? Because it is abnormality. See? When there is an abscess on the hand, will we say, this part of the hand is becoming healthy? No. Abscess is an abnormality. So, we want to remove that. And when the abscess is removed, we feel relieved. Exactly the same way. When you have a desire, it is an abscess on the mind. I have a cup of tea, I have a cup of tea, I have a cup of tea. Abscess is growing. And when you get a cup of tea, the pus from the abscess goes out and you feel relieved. Chai pee rahi ho. What is that maja? It is not the maja of getting something, but it is the maja of removing the desire load. This way, when you keep on reflecting, that is called as spiritual practice. Analyze your experience. Learn from them and grow wise. But our spiritual practice is mechanical. There is no involvement at all. Reading the books, what meditation. I think I will read later. Spirituality. See? We have a notion where we are unfit for everything. We are fit for spirituality. When we can't understand, then we want to study scriptures. When we don't remember, then we want to by heart the Bhagavad Gita. When we can't hear, we want to go to satsang. When we can't sit in one posture for 2 minutes, we want to do Padmasana. If I do Padmasana like this, what? My wife's name is Padma. I sit with her. Padmasana. Shortcut. Narayan. Therefore, Prasiddho Moksha Shastreshu Tam Anvishya Sukhi Bhava. Discover, Anvishya, find out, and be happy, Sukhi Bhava. See, friends, this is the ultimate in life. Tyajyatam eva kamadi manorajye tu kakshati ashesha dosha bijatva kshatir bhavate rita. Okay, sir. Now the student got discussed. Okay, we should give up desire. I agree. But what is wrong if I continue manorajya? Manorajya means what? Habitual thinking. And we are all the victims of this. As your age grows, your physical desires reduce. See? Desires about eating reduce because anything you eat doesn't stay inside, goes out. Therefore, now I have stopped taking salt, now I have stopped taking chilies, now I cannot take sugar. But then, manorajya. Jane kahan rahe. Now when I keep on doing manorajya, what is wrong? There is nothing wrong in that. It is a good time pass. Go on. So the teacher said, Ashesha dosha bijatva. Because all the miseries have, all the desires have their seed in this habit of habitual thinking. See? You wash your own mind. Sometimes you are sitting in your own house. Nothing, everything is perfectly alright. Then you look around. Suppose I change the color of this wall. Because I have gone to that hotel. There they are seeing, one wall is green, other is yellow. I think I should do that. There are no need. And once that goes in your head, you can't keep quiet. Now your other experience I tell you. Once it goes in your head that you have to take a haircut. Unless you take a haircut, you can never breathe properly. That is called as manorajya. Therefore, ashesha dosha bijatva kshati bhavata irita. Bhagavan has told how this manorajya leads to destruction. He quotes from Bhagavad Gita chapter 2. ध्यायतो विषयान् पुंसः संगस्तेषु उपजायते संगात् संजायते कामः कामात् क्रोधो विजायते क्रोधात् भवति सम्मोहः सम्मोहात् स्मृतिविभ्रमः स्मृतिभ्रंशात् बुद्धिनाशः बुद्धिनाशात् प्रणश्यति. And therefore one should not go on thinking unnecessarily all ideal way. If this is like that, if this is like that, it becomes an addiction in life. See, why old people don't have charm in their life is only because of this manorajya. They are unable to remain in the present. Either they
we are going back in the memories of the past. I wish, that time only had I not taken medicine, had I taken, finance, my whole life would have been different. And if I had not married, how nice it would have been. Go on imagine. One. Second thing, I want to future. But the children are not listening to me. After I die, at least God should listen to me. One lady asked me this question. Swamiji, why we like to sit with Mahatmas, suppose like you? I like to spend time with you. What is the reason? I said the reason is, nobody listens to you. You get a free listener in a Mahatma. And when they listen to you, they don't tell their miseries. One husband was talking to another husband. And he said, yeah, I tell you, I don't know how unfortunate I am. What happened? She cooks so horrible food. After every dinner, we have to go to a hotel and take a good supper. I am dead of that. The other one, will he keep quiet? He to kuch bhi nahi. Why? When I come home, he does not take food unless I come. Really? Imported from Satyam? No. Unless I cook. So one husband talking to another husband, do you think they talk and listen? They compete. Even in the misery, I am more miserable than you. What do you think? But when you go to a Mahatma, we keep on talking all rubbish. They never tell anything about them. And they listen. And with sympathy, and with all sincerity, and give advice. Therefore you like to go to Mahatmas. And why you don't like to spend time with your husband? Because he doesn't listen. Yesterday I went to somebody's house. So that boy asked me, Swami, can you give me some advice? Because some unwanted questions were asked to me. And they were expecting that I will back. I changed the topic. So, Swami, you didn't answer? I said no. I had got a special gadget fitted in my ear. What is that? Selective hearing. Like you have that gadget. You hear only what you have to hear. Like many people say, Swamiji, your jokes are fantastic. I am not telling jokes, I am talking about jokes. Therefore, dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sarvasteshu upajayate. First we start imagining, thinking about the thing. When I go there, this will happen, then I have to do this thing, I have to do this thing. Then sarvasteshu upajayate. We get more and more attached to a particular thing. About what we start thinking. Be very attentive. Attachment is what? We only talk words, we have no understanding about the meaning of the word. See, once I was in Calcutta, many years before, and I was staying in one place, there was no oldie and very funny kind of character, but that was my sadhana. So when I was staying there, the room was full of books all around, and in between a terrible cot, musical chord. When I studied, it used to give music. And all the books were having a layer of dust. So if you have to go out, and if you are a South Indian, and if you don't get the vibhuti to put on, you can take on the tree. That is what South Indians do. They go out of the house without taking bath also, and after putting the clothes, put vibhuti. I tell you that. So dusty and unclean. So one day I told, I said, hey, I'll clean the whole room and books clean there and keep them there. Don't touch anything. Immediately banging. You don't have to teach me what I used to do. I said, but Mama, I used to tell him that cleanliness is next to godliness. listen, you don't teach me, okay? Stay here or get out. No, I have no choice. I was staying there. And only one thing in my mind, I should clean that, I should clean that, I should clean that. And one day when I was sitting, it clicked. What is attachment? Attachment is higher frequency of thoughts running towards anything is called as attachment. Lesser the frequency of thoughts running towards anything, lesser attachment. And no thoughts flowing towards anything, no attachment. Example, we are attached to husband, wife, brother, sister. Too many thoughts go. We have zero attachment towards our shadow. Have we ever thought about shadow? Whether the shadow is falling on Shivalinga or in a gutter? Whether somebody is throwing flowers on the shadow or one truck is running over it? No thought, because we are not attached to that. Why we are not attached? We know it is an illusion. They don't exist. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha. We start thinking about something because we have given the status of reality, and then we go. Then sangasteshu upajayate, sangat sanjayate kamaha. Then after that, desire is born. And kama krodho vijayate. Desire can have two options. Either the desire is fulfilled or the desire is not fulfilled. When the desire is not fulfilled, it is called as anger. When the desire is fulfilled, it is called as greed. One of the two things happen. Either we become angry or we become greedy. And thereafter, whether it is anger or greed, krodhan bhavati sammoha. When we become angry, delusion takes possession of us. We forget the sense of proportion. What we are talking, to whom we are talking, how we are talking, is it necessary to talk, what will be the impact of our anger. Nothing is remembered by the angry person. And anger is destructive. Anger cannot be constructive. In one house where I have seen, somewhere in South India, I was, taking food and all that, and something happened. And that man became so angry on a very small issue. Probably some crockery fell down and broke or something like that. And he became so angry. He opened that drawer, took out all the cockroaches, and one by one, you are destroying the house, I also destroyed. So all the pots and the cups and the saucers, everything was destroyed. And I was watching. I said, Bhagwan, Leela karni hai tumhe badhiya karni. An angry person is no more a human being. And you know the most funny part? When you become prematurely angry, people give you 100% discount. Old man, he was scolded by his grandchild. Those days, TV had come recently in India. And the old man has never seen, never knew how to, even the remote controls were not there that time. So some cricket match, something was going on, only one channel. Doordarshan. Not Doordarshan. Doordarshan. Like, Durbuddhi, Doordarshan. So it was going on, and his old man came and started fiddling. And the grandchild was watching the TV, the cricket match. He scolded, Dadaji, you shut up, get away from here. Don't understand anything. Both are meeting everywhere. Get out. I am watching the match. He got. And then that old man's son, and he was sitting in a handcuff of him. He said, Swamiji, now see, my father won't say one word to my son. If I have done everything, little thing, he has beaten me with sticks. Now see, the grandson is taking care of him. He won't say anything. I said, let's play something. your son? Okay, let's do that. Then he got up and he starts scolding his son. Do you behave with your grandfather like this thing? And I am going to throw this TV out of the house. You are disrespecting my father. When he started reading, his father came. Don't scold me, don't scold me. It's okay, it's okay. Therefore, grandchildren alone can straighten the fathers. Therefore, friends, after that was over, he was inside anger, outside calm. And suddenly, it became a serious case. Doctors called this thing that. And his wife, she was professional, very cool. When everything was tried, nothing helped, then she told her, you all go out, I will handle him. I have done it for my whole life. Good. And she did exactly what he didn't like. And that has burst his anger. And when his anger burst out, all the pressure was released and he was operated. See, friends. Therefore, krodha bhavati sammohaha. We get deluded. Are deluded about what? Smriti vibhramaha. We forget what we are, in front of whom we are, what we are talking, how we are behaving. Everything is forgotten. An animal is born in us. And then, smriti bhramshan buddhinashaha. And when we forget our, on one truck it was written beautifully on the back side, apni avkat pehlano. And thereafter, then the smriti bhramshan buddhinashaha. And when we are totally deluded because of our this anger, etc., buddhinashaha, understanding gets corrupted. An angry person can never understand other person. He will always misunderstand. And then, when there is misunderstanding, buddhinasha pranashyati, we have dug our own grave and we destroy. How it started? It started only dhyayato vishayan pumsaha. Therefore, these kinds of manorajya should never be entertained. Then what is to be done? Shakyam jetum manorajyam nirvikalpa samadhinah susampada kramat sopi savikalpa samadhinah. Therefore, practice nirvikalpa samadhi preceded by the savikalpa samadhi. I will just tell you in short what is two samadhis here. In the savikalpa samadhi, practice that when you are living in this world, stop reacting, commenting, getting involved with anybody on any issue. Most important. When two persons are talking, husband and wife are talking, and I am only at home, let them talk. Why? क्या बोल रहे थे? किसके बारे में? Shut up. Don't get involved in anybody's personal business. If we cannot stand apart from the gross world, we will not be able to stand apart from our own thoughts in our mind. It is the same technique. See, those people who are possessive of things, they don't want to empty the things, the house. They also have the same possessiveness in their mind. Because the habit of possessiveness, whether it is in the gross outer world or in the form of the memory inside, it is the same. Just give it a chance. Empty the things which you have in your house, but you don't need them. नहीं काम में आएगा. What for? See, just try this. It will give you tremendous joy. Lesser the things you have, more happier you are. Lesser the choice you give, more comfortable you are. Lesser the involvement in the world, at peace you are. But we get unnecessarily involved. and with such a mind, then we want to sit for meditation. You cannot. Therefore, Savikalpa Samadhi begins from how we interact in the world. It is not only when you are sitting on the seat of meditation. Thereafter, when you are sitting, then withdraw from the world and don't struggle. Be merely an awareness and even don't be a witness. When you are a witness, you are still looking outside. Simply remain aware, thoughts are coming and going, who cares? This who cares, we all do that. How many times we are told we are Brahman, who cares? I am the miserable husband. Brahman, आपको क्या मालूम है? So the more you start leading this way in your life, you are practicing Savikalpa Samadhi. And after this Savikalpa Samadhi is practiced for a long period of time, now your old habit of reacting with everything in this world will be stopped. This is what Bhagavan Krishna told to Arjuna and Uddhavji, not Arjuna, that when you are moving in this world, don't react. Don't comment, don't label, don't evaluate, don't give suggestion, don't participate. So all these things put together, I put in one word. As you listen to satsanga, listen to the word. Because we sit in the satsang as a channel to the Mahatmas. Mahatma ji, sudhar ke dekha. So many have come and gone. Asangoham, asangoham, punam punah. So, Jetum Shakkam Manorajam Nirvikalpa Samadhita. After the Savikalpa Samadhi is practiced, then the Nirvikalpa Samadhi will start happening. Nirvikalpa Samadhi means what? Be very attentive. Nirvikalpa Samadhi means you have no doubt whatsoever about your identity. See? There was one doctor who happened to meet me and he came with me to Badrinath very much after. We had look here, I don't have a place in the bus, it's all packed. I will come with my car and he came. So other people went to that Vyas Guha, etc. I said, look here, go along with him, take darshan and come back, I am sitting here. He said, no, I won't leave you. I want Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Then I told you. I said, what do you understand by Nirvikalpa Samadhi? Tell me. What do you mean by Nirvikalpa Samadhi? Swami, you know. I said, I know, but you also should know. When you are asking me something, suppose you ask me, give laddu and then I give you pakoda. And then this is the laddu. Then, Swami, you are confusing me. I said, that is my profession. I won't clear your doubt and create more and more confusion. Because confusion is a virus, a vaccine that will activate your antibodies against your own foolishness. So, I told him, Nirvikalpa means when you have no doubt. And you are already in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Do you have any doubt that you are a man? No, you are in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Chalo, chai pite. Is it that simple? I said, yes, it is that simple. When you have no doubt about your identity, you are in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. But when you are sitting for meditation, whether I am that word, or I am sense organs, or I am the mind, or I am the body, or I am the husband, or I am the guru, or I am the shishya, how many vikalpas? So about that, where you have no doubt that you are, abidance in that is called as Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So, how this is achieved? Now the teacher says, Buddha Tattvena Dhi Dosha Shunyena Ekantavasina Dirgham Pranamo Ucharya Manorajam Vidiyate. First, clarity of the roadmap. Buddha Tattvena. You know what is the map, what is the destination. Second thing, Dhi Dosha Shunyena. Now there are no problems with reference to the mind. There is no Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, Gruna, etc. Mind is at peace, but not sleeping. Dhi Dosha Shunyena Ekanta Vasina. And who is living all by himself, no crowds around outside and no thoughts around inside, and yet no more sleeping. These three things happen for such a seeker. How to get rid of all the problems and get abundance in the absolute reality is Dirgham Pranavam Uchcharya Manorajyam Viliyate. Pranava is Omkar. Dirgham Uchcharya. Chant Om long way. Normally, people chant Om by making O as a long. O. This is one way, but it's not the correct way. When you are chanting Om, make the Ma long. All the physical waves of sound which are created when you are chanting Om with the closed mouth, they will be having their impact on all the cells of your body, including the mind. Then your mind will become relatively quiet. See? If you just see, keep a paper, our A4 size, on a pot or a glass, and on that put some dust. You are not short of dust in your glass. And below that, keep some music going on, loud music. You see, there will be some kind of designs formed. So those sound waves, they have the impact. In the same manner, where you chant, keeping the O mouth out, Om, there will be disturbance in the world. But where you chant Om, your whole system will slowly get cooled. And thereafter, engage that mind in playing meditation. What it is like being other than the body. What must be the experience of the space? Space supports earth, water, fire, air, but the space is not influenced by any one of them. In the same manner, what it is like being other than the body. So the changes, modifications of the body cannot touch me. All other personalities are born after body identification. When I stay as someone other than the body, all these relations and possessions are illusions. Let this understanding go deep in ourselves. Bhagavan Shankaracharya writes in one place, as now we are fully convinced and live the notion that I am body with the same intensity and conviction. When we start living that I, the embodied, is other than the body, then we are going in the right direction. Now even Sakshat Bhagavan comes and tells us that you are not the body. We'll say, Bhagavan, this is not talking to you. See, friends. So, Dirgham Pranavam Uchcharya Manorajyam Viliyate Jite Tasmin Vritti Shunyam Manat Tishtati Mukavat Etat Palam Vasishtena Ramaya Bauda Iritam Jite Tasmin. When this Manorajya is conquered, then Manaha Mukavat tishtati. The mind stays like a dumb person. Who is a dumb person? He is able to eat and taste the food, but he doesn't comment on that because he can't talk. He can eat, he can taste, but no comment. And for us, when we eat, first thing we comment. But I go one step further. I comment before taking food. Because afterwards you have to speak lies. And they again say, Swami ji, ghar mein banaya hai. Then I have to be more careful. The food from the hotel, unless it is good, it cannot be sold. Take achar for example. If the achar is not tasty and good, who will buy it? So the factory food, etc. has to be good. But the food or achar prepared at home, you have to call it good, or else you won't get next time. So when we are coming in contact with the food, we have comments. But for a dumb person, he eats no comments. In the same manner, see how beautiful example is. When Manorajya habit is gone, such a person is perceiving the world without any comment on the world. Such a mind is like that of a mirror. A mirror reflects everything, rejects nothing, at the same time retains nothing. That mind is nirvikalpa. So, jite tasmin vritti shunyam manattishtati mukavat ekat param vasishtena ramaya bahudha dhirita. This was told by Bhagavan Vasishtha to Bhagavan Ramachandra as his student. Drishyam nasti iti bodhena manasaha drishyamarjanam sampannam chet utpanna paranirvana nirvritti. There Vasishtha ji says Bhagavan Ramachandra, Drishya nasti iti bodhena. The objective world does not exist. See friends. Now take this, how simple it is, everyday experience. We imagine we are seeing each other, but exactly what is happening is only the images are collected on the retina, and those images are gathered by the mind, which is bathing in the light of consciousness, and then the knowledge is only about the images, not about the objects. Now, with the computer thing, those who know, it will be more easy to understand. When we have data in our computer, is it becoming heavy? And when we delete the data, does it become light? So, where is that data? It appears, but it is not. Exactly the same way, our memories. I am happy, I am miserable, I am joyful, I am sorrowful. I am rich, I am poor, I am man, I am woman. These are like the data in your hard disk. See? But the hard disk, when it becomes full, you can't use it. So what is the way? Break the hard disk? No. Delete the data. Be attentive. When the data is deleted, it doesn't go anywhere. It remains in the same disk. It is not deleted in fact. Then what happens? It becomes non-operating. Data is never deleted. It becomes non-operating. In the same manner, live in this world knowing this very well. So the data will be there, it will be non-operating. So when we are moving in the world, we know these are the steps, this is the food, this is the water, that we will know. But earlier, because of that, what attachment and frustration was happening, that we did not have. Otherwise, realization is not becoming dumb. I was going out after realization, I dashed myself against the wall. But why? Brahman is everywhere. I couldn't differentiate between the door and the wall. This is not realization. See, friends. Therefore, Drishyam nasti iti bodhena manasaha drishyamarjanam. When the objectivity from the mind disappears, चेत तदा उत्पन्ना paranirvana nirvati. When the objectivity disappears from the mind, non-objective awareness is called as living in truth. Nay, living as truth. Non-objective awareness. Presently, we are aware of. We have knowledge of. Live that of, and it is knowledge without the known and the knower. Joy without the enjoyed and the enjoyer. See? He will not be able to understand it with the mind. Because there you will become a knower and his wisdom will be known. And then what will happen? You will distribute to others. They will free and continue to be miserable. Alright. So, paranirvana nirvati vicharitapalam shastram kidam udgrahitam vitha santyakta vasanat maunat rute natyatvam padam. So the steps are given by Vasishtha that first of all, shastram alam vicharitam. First, study the scriptures sufficiently with clear understanding. Here, scriptures clearly means Vedanta Shastra. We are talking Vedanta, not any other text. So, Shastram alam vicharitam, then chiram udgrahitam vitha, and thereafter reflect on that for a longer period of time. Just for your sake of presentation and understanding, and give some calculation, but which are not true, but for understanding. 1 hour of satsanga followed by 22.5 hours of reflection may lead to 10 seconds of meditation. When practice over a 10 years period of time, you have achieved great things in life. Wow, I don't think it is possible. The reflection is the most important aspect. Knowledge you get in one moment, but thereafter you have to reflect. But can't you reflect for us? No. You have to do your own spiritual life. 3 things